Suleiman, was a prophet of Allah who had a special gift. He could understand and talk to animals and plants. He also had a huge army of men, jinns, and birds. He used his power to spread the message of Allah and do good deeds. One day, Suleiman, and his army were marching through a valley. They were going to visit a nearby town and invite its people to Islam. As they were walking, they passed by a colony of ants. The ants were busy collecting food and storing it in their nests. Suleiman, heard one of the ants say, "O ants, enter your dwellings, lest Suleiman, and his hosts crush you," while they perceived not Suleiman, was amazed by the ant's speech. He realized that the ant was warning its fellow ants to avoid being harmed by his army. He also noticed that the ant was polite and respectful to him and his army. He smiled and thanked Allah for giving him this gift. He said, "My Lord, inspire and bestow upon me the power and ability that I may be grateful for your favors which you have bestowed on me and on my parents, and that I may do righteous good deeds that will please you, and admit me by your mercy among your righteous slaves." Suleiman, then ordered his army to stop and wait. He did not want to hurt any of the ants or any of the other creatures in the valley. He also wanted to teach his army a lesson. He said to them, "Do you see how this ant cares for its community and warns them of danger? Do you see how this ant respects us and does not harm us? Do you see how this ant praises Allah and seeks His protection? We should learn from this ant and be humble and grateful to Allah. We should also be kind and gentle to all of His creation. We should also invite them to Islam with wisdom and good manners." The army listened to Suleiman, and agreed with him. They praised Allah and asked for His forgiveness. They also waited patiently until the ants were safe in their nests. Then they resumed their march and reached the town. They met the people of the town and invited them to Islam. The people of the town were impressed by Suleiman, and his army. They saw their good character and their respect for Allah and His creation. They accepted Islam and became Muslims. The story of the ant of Suleiman, teaches us many lessons. It teaches us that Allah is the creator and the sustainer of everything. It teaches us that Allah gives different gifts and abilities to different creatures. It teaches us that we should be grateful to Allah and use our gifts for good. It teaches us that we should be careful and not harm any of Allah's creation. It teaches us that we should be respectful and polite to everyone. It teaches us that we should invite others to Islam with wisdom and good manners.